but it doesn't look like it's getting evenly heated all the way through. It looks like there's just one. To help out with the flavor, we've got a little bit of salt and a little bit of butter. We'll start with To do that, I have an instant read thermometer, and I'm going to try to hold this in the beam. This is nice and hot, which is what you want for steak. Okay, and in two different methods. If there's a spot in the beam where it registers on the thermometer as being that it was over 200, I'm not sure which of our pieces of equipment is incorrect. I think it once. The second method will involve using the solar scorcher to heat up the pan itself, and then confirmed, you can cook a steak. You'll be watching next, and if you hit this bomb here in the middle, you'll be subscribed to our channel. See a little spot where the butter is sizzling, and the rest not so much. The inside. Another video again. Don't forget to ring the bell, and we will see you in. I think we're perfect right about there. It'll keep. At the moment, the focal point is so hot that it's actually melting. The box up at the top will transport you directly to our last video. Go check it out. The box. It read anywhere I put that thermometer, so I think it's time to start. Side of our steak is still showing about seeing up quite as much as the instant read thermometer was. I prefer a steak that's cooked just under medium. On that high of a temperature. So let's find out. Is just on the very edge of the light, and so it's not heat. The pan was as hot as I was hoping for. Guys, we are out here in the backyard with our Mega Solar Scorcher. Is hot, but not perfectly concentrated, so it will heat the whole steak. Get the steak and the pan to get a nice even cook. Once, and see if we can get a slightly better cook job than the last time. Concentrating this beam and see if we can get a sear on the outside of this steak. To do that, the bottom will show you what YouTube thinks you should. It's just gonna burn things. I think that's leveling. The steak slowly starts rising. It's not gonna go very quickly. It'll be a smaller piece of steak. Ooh, overcooked. The whole next video is just me eating. That wood is now butcher on this beautiful sunny warm day, and we now get up to the temperature we're going to be looking for, which is going to be about 130 Fahrenheit. Pan, which is supposed to heat up the rest of the pan, Fahrenheit, and then it will finish off cooking just a little bit more as I try and sear the spot near where the sun was hitting the pan. And now we're getting smoking with perfectly cooked steak. I think the oven thermometer is ideal. I like it to be a little bit more pink. We want to find out if we can use this solar scorcher to cook good steak. For the second part of the steak, we're going to try heating up gives us any better of a sear. Really get into that focal point of that beam. It's not going to taste good. Probably take at least 10 minutes, maybe considerably more. To work. So I think I'm going to try going back. I'm getting about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, video's over. I'm just going to eat steak now. There's going to be a medium. So I'm shooting for an internal temperature of about 140 degrees for the top and bottom. Here's the basic idea. We're going to try cooking the steak in this pan with some butter. I think we still need to go lower to really never miss out on a... The first will involve finding a spot where the solar scorcher means we're approaching the flash point of the oil, and I do not want to start a grease fire where there is a lot of heat, but it's not so concentrated that it's just going to burn the meat. And see if I can find a place where it's putting out about 200 degrees in the pan, and we need to find a point of focus to our solar scorching steak. Guys, the fun doesn't have to end burning almost instantly, so I think we've got pan directly in the sunlight, and then dropping the steak into the hot pan and see if that is Fahrenheit of heat. The steak is over an inch thick, so that should raise it up. And mostly, I think let's put this into our... There we go. That's the sizzle I'm hoping for. climbing just a little bit, but our pan is also going to be a little bit higher. And then about when we want to start adding paver stone that's down there. And I don't off right about there. So that's the height that I need to get. Well, it appears that I have cooked this steak a little bit more than completely raw. You've got a burn on one part of the pan. That's really good. Very hot. I'm using that pan's heat to cook the steak. Just around the steak. I'm afraid that this method just isn't going to. There's still more for you to see. That little box with sunlight. Is that it's about 150 degrees Fahrenheit where it is, but our instant thermometer was telling we're going to have to drop our pan a little bit low. Well, we now have the focal point on there. We can see from the butter the pan is our focused beam of sunlight, and hope the temperature of the hot, but not so hot that that is good. Pink in the center, but that doesn't mean good sizzling sound. I'm not sure. Thermometer says. Start out with just a little bit of butter in there. It's interesting that our oven 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm also concerned because one side of our steak looks like it's getting a next one. Talk to you then. Don't want to cook our steak. Man, that was really good. To the first method of heating the whole pan and steak at a steak. That's a steak. Question is it a correct? A lot of heat, and the other side looks like it's just staying complete. A good concentrated bit of sunlight there. You just have to keep this moving around. I think this side is done. Let's try and flip it over. Give the other side a turn. This is going to work out great.
I react 'cause I don't have no talent. I react, it's easy, takes no effort. I react and barely show emotion. I react, when I do I found a motive. I react 'cause I don't have no talent. I react, it's easy, takes no effort. I react and barely show emotion. I react, when I do I found a motive. Easy getting fame these days since you do not need any talent. People try to take me down, but too bad there ain't no repellent. Divide myself, count by 10, it'll get the IQ of all my viewers. Of all my viewers who are too retarded to watch real YouTubers. My vids contain of adding a little fucking cam screen, which 10-year-olds enjoy 'cause they don't have their own opinion. They're stupid and my minions got me over 1 million. This is the age of YouTube, no talent equals millions. Getting paid, get paid for nothing. If you're watching this right now, just turn on your cam. All you need is a fake smile to get them views and get all this money. Thank God that the world's retarded. I react 'cause I don't have no talent. I react, it's easy, takes no effort. I react and barely show emotion. I react, when I do I found a motive. I react 'cause I don't have no talent. I react, it's easy, takes no effort. I react and barely show emotion. I react, when I do I found a motive. It's so amazing you can grow up people's content. lazy life, I got it like this my fucking job, bitch. Resume on fleek, on your salary in 1 week, con. And it's not only me, con. No, there's 100 more cons. Yeah, all I do is lay back, react to trending topics. Still I'm the trending topic. Then react to my own vids and get 1 million more hits. Thank the Lord I got rich by all these stupid kids. I react cause I don't have no talent. I react, it's easy, takes no effort. I react and barely show emotion. I react, when I do I found a motive. I react cause I don't have no talent. I react, it's easy, takes no effort. I react and barely show emotion.